Making his comedy debut. A big hand, everybody, for John Hilmer!
Who yelled? Who was the guy that yelled my name? Is that Dan Miller?
Yeah.
What's going on? So, Brad alluded to the fact that you should A, throw shit at me, which you fucking don't, and B, that I have a good look. It's true, right? I actually shaved for the show, enhancing my look, but you won't be able to tell unless you can see through khaki. Brought this to make me feel a little bit more comfortable on stage. It's my Halloween costume. Evel Knievel one-piece jumpsuit. It's tough to poop in a one-piece. I don't know how you ladies do it, man. So, excuse me, a little water. I'm getting older. I'm still young, I'm 27, but I am getting older, and I noticed that I'm having trouble, dealing with the same level of retardation that I used to be able to deal with. Here's an example. I went up to Penn State a couple weeks ago. I was hanging out with some friends, drinking, chill time, giving it the old college try, and I'm standing in the kitchen with my buddy Jeff, and this dude, who has been drinking for a while, comes up and wants to fuck with us. And he stumbles up and he's like, "Hey, faggot, pump my beer." Really, dude? With that voice? You think I'm gonna fucking pump your beer? Skippy. We've all met this dude, by the way. Chip or Skip. He's got the double popped collar, Madras visor. Fucking, we all know this asshole. So Jeff and I leave the kitchen and we go out and we're on the porch now. And thinking we're done with this wizard. Well, he comes stumbling up 10 minutes later. "Hey, faggot, I'm done with my beer. Come pump me a new one." Dude, what the fuck is your problem? And he's standing there with the girlfriend. She was in tow. And she's a typical sorority girl at a big school. She's fucking hot as hell, but clearly not a Mensa candidate. And she's just cackling her ass off, thinking that he is the funniest thing she has seen since that morning's episode of Blind Date. And he comes in and he leans a little further and he fucking nudges me. He goes, "Hey, faggot! Didn't you hear me? I said, pump my beer." Well, it's time for a man to be a man, and enough's enough. So I casually pulled my hand out of my pocket and slapped his girlfriend in the face. Bitch went down. So, alright. It's much better than class. Thank you. So everybody has a computer now. I was fucking around on mine the other day. I was on some random skeevy website. And I figured out, do you guys know what kind of file you can use to make a small hole bigger? A pedophile. It's an asshole joke, yeah. So for Christmas, one of my coworkers who's in the audience here, a buddy of mine, gave me this class as a gift, which I thought was pretty cool, really cool. Nice outside the box kind of thing. And she gave me a card and a write-up on what to expect and all that shit. And then that night, I got a call from her, and she's like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I paid the initial $50 deposit, but on the first night, you should be prepared to give this guy a check for $350. What? Like, to me, that sounds a lot like, "Merry Christmas. Go fuck yourself." But this class has been really cool, and I learned a bunch of shit. And here's one of the lessons that I learned, that there's a very fine line between writing honest jokes and keeping good friends. And I'll tell you what I mean. I had a really good buddy come over last Thanksgiving, and it was a great time. We had a good dinner, a lot of drinks, a lot of laughing. But as the nights tend to do, they rounded out, and I went to bed. Turns out he did not. He did proceed to... My voice is cracked? He did proceed to get butt naked, walk into my living room, and piss on my girlfriend's antique chair that she loves, my leather sofa, And while peeing on my beautifully decorated Christmas tree, he passes out knocking it over. He didn't remember a thing. I mean, fucking nothing. We wake up the next morning, we're assessing the damage, and he's like, bro, what happened? I'm like, I'll tell you what, dickhead, and I'll tell you what happened. The grisly winds of Hurricane Whiskey Breath blew through my apartment, fucking sat down in the living room, and broke my fucking levee. That was the last time Dad and I really hung out. So I went over to my neighbor's house the other day, just to waste some of her time. And I know she's home and I ring the doorbell, but she doesn't come out. What the fuck? Somebody's ignoring me. So I did what any logical person would do, and I root around in her mailbox. And in which I found her Victoria's Secret catalog. Follow the Sun, swimsuits, 2009. Some of you perverts might have seen it. So Victoria and I go back to my house to waste some time of our own. And fuck me running if I didn't think of a brilliant way to double their readership instantaneously. Make that thing a scratch and sniff. I would be a lifetime subscriber just to know that every mailing cycle, I could come home to the glorious scent of Marissa Miller's Squish Biscuit. I pictured like a hybrid of rainbows and funnel cake. And I know some of you dudes out there who don't know that name, Marissa Miller, are nervously scribbling it down on a cocktail napkin to take home and Google. Good work, fellas. To you, I raise my glass. All right, now that technically was the end of all the shit that I wrote for this, but something funny happened last night, and I thought I'd share it. I was nervous you guys wouldn't get Squish Biscuit as a pussy reference. So, it's a pretty good one though, it's fucking phenomenal. So I went to a bar by my house and sat down and had a whiskey, and I was like, all right, well, let's come up with synonyms for vaginas. And I asked the dude next to me, who of course was into it, and he's like, yeah, that's great, and filled out 3 cocktail napkins. And I was like, no, it's a sensitive issue, this needs a lady's touch. So I asked the lady who served me my drink, I don't want to be crass or anything, I'm being serious, I'm doing a stand-up thing tomorrow, have you ever heard any funny terms for vaginas? And she's like, funny? You should ask. And in my head I'm like, well, that was a fucking odd intonation there. You. She's like, because the last time you were in here, you called me a twat. What? All right, kids, that's all I got. Thank you so much.
John Hilmer.